So that was left, right, and I'm gonna put copies in your folder, okay?
Okay.
That was
And I'll
kaboom.
give- that
Now
was
it's
kaboom, that
left,
was kaboom.
right.
Sorry, okay, now here's left, right. This one I feel like is a little more complicated. It's not super complicated, but you've got a letter cube. You've got a cube every time. Do you guys know left, right, center?
Yeah,
It's a drinking game.
I gave one of those to, for one of our joy gifts.
Nice. This is an adapted version of left, right, center. I was never cool enough to play it when people were playing drinking games.
So I just did it as like a jackpot, and like there's like y'all throw $1 in and for left, right, center, middle, whatever.
That's what- so you put
Yeah,
pennies
but
or
no
something,
drinking,
right?
no drinking.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
No,
so-
well, you might be drinking.
Either
while
way,
you
I never
play,
encountered
but-
this game until I was a grown adult who didn't play
We
games.
changed
Yes.
our chips for quarters, it wasn't necessarily drinking, just get.
Okay.
Get some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's too complicated too, I can do this one, since Carrie's not here too, so I'm
Okay.
flexible.
Okay. So we've adapted it. They've got a cube. All it says on it is L for left and R for right. And there's arrows because they're going to have to pass things that they got either to the left
Right?
or to the right, which is really hard. So sometimes I used to write them on.
No, I like your arrows. I didn't do arrows when I played this game. That's so smart.
I don't know why I didn't for 3 years.
Listen,
I was writing the L and the R on here with Expo and then wiping it off. I had these little hands for left and right, and all this is like more on the table that confuses them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was like,
Oh. Yep.
Fantastic.
and then they have whatever your pack is. So again, we've got an at family pack, an at family pack mixed, okay? And we've got a just letters to start. So we're gonna start with everybody with just letters so they learn the game. Then Carol will let you know, some kids will go to the at family and some will go to the mixed families. And if that's happening, there are descriptions here of what to do for a warm-up and what to do for like a closing, similar to what we just did, right? Like give them some, have them sort them, have them read them back so you have that final exposure of like rapid reading. But we're gonna do it with just letters to start, all right? So you divide your letters equally. You want people to have at least 6, I'd say. Probably didn't shuffle these, so. And if these were not letters, they would be words on index cards. That's all that's in
The difference.
here.
Yep.
Okay. Here's 5. Okay. And you just stack them in front of you. And I think I wrote in the directions that they should be facing down. And I don't know, I was thinking about it afterwards because these are on both sides. And
Yeah.
I was thinking about, I was like, there's no reason they have to be. It's okay if they know what word is coming next. In fact, it kind of gives the kids who need it
Well, for the worriers, right?
time
The
to, like,
anxious
see it
kids.
and work on
Yeah.
while they're waiting. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take turns rolling. I got right. So I have to pass whatever's on top to my right. Okay? And I have to say, I would be reading the word, right? But in this case, it's letters. So H says, if they have one side and they don't know it, before you cue them, let them flip to the other side and see if they know it. And then if not, give them their cue, right? H says, but now it's Nellie's. But if she wants to keep it, she has to say,
H is
or H. I know we're just kind of like dropping that, we're just saying H most of the time, right?
She
Yeah.
puts underneath.
She puts it underneath,
Okay.
okay? And then she goes, just so that we don't keep passing the same
Same
letter, or else we
letter.
only will practice H.
left, so I'm just gonna come back to you. Oh, this is up.
Oh,
Now
Oh, it
the
doesn't matter if it goes the,
Yeah,
okay.
Yep, so the
sorry,
cube
this
just
is-
keeps
and
going.
This is part of what's confusing. The dice keeps going around,
Yeah.
but you have to pass to whichever side is
That
on your
confused
dice.
me. The dice. No, it just confused me because I just went to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be confusing.
So O says all.
O says O.
There's no center, just right.
No, because
Oh,
that's
so it is
too
green?
much.
Oh, okay.
We were doing left, right, middle.
We were
remember?
doing left, right, middle because M for middle instead of C
Yeah.
for center, which is a soft C, and they don't know it. But we just decided at some point, at least I decided.
It was
that
just
that
too much
was
to
much-
manage.
The middle was too confusing. Left,
Yep.
right, left, right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Plus, we want them to learn their left and their right.
C says K.
C says K. Okay. Now, in the directions it mentions that at some point, once you really know the game well enough, you can introduce a second cube. And that's kind of nice because sometimes I'm passing 2 to the right, so I have to do H says C says K, and so does she. Sometimes it's 2 to the left, and sometimes it's 1 to each. Okay, so it's just more exposure, more rapid. The idea with this is that like as quickly as they can, we want them drawing down their letter sound or reading words, and so the more exposure, the better. But
My brain wouldn't work.
yeah, I was gonna say, it takes a while.
Yeah.
Second and third graders, I've done it with two dice, and we've done okay. It doesn't mean it's fine if we never introduce a second dice, here, but, so this is how it works. Now, eventually, someone has given all theirs away and starts to get upset. You're like, wait, just wait, because,
When Danny rolls.
let's see what you roll, Danny. Pretend you rolled that.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at that! Hey,
Oh,
back in the
okay.
game.
Right? So it's another one of those kind of like you're up, you're down, and eventually, if you play this forever, right, or just depending on like probability, right, like it could happen. It actually could happen technically any day that this game could be over in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But in reality, it hardly ever does.
Yeah.
It goes for a really long time. So usually it's just like we're gonna play for 10 minutes, and whoever has the most at the end wins. But it is possible that within that 10 minutes, someone actually is going to end up with all the cards, and then they obviously win.
Okay.
If we had a middle, one person is all done with all of them. Well, you know this if you played it right, then you get everything in the middle, which is really fun when it's money. And when it's words and cards, it just means that you have to read them all back to the teacher, so it's not really an incentive. No. That's it.